everybody. You're listening to another episode of Loud About Nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to beautiful people.
Beautiful people, I love you.
That's beautiful. Spread the love. We love that.
Genuinely from the bottom of my heart.
Yes, thank you so much for being here.
I appreciate you guys a lot.
Yes.
I hope you know that. I hope that the people who come and listen to this podcast every week for year after year after year know how much I appreciate them.
And thank you so much for putting up with our technical issue last week.
Yeah.
We had, as everyone knows that listens,
Unfortunately.
it's the two boys doing it. Robbie's the fucking head of tech, the head producer, head editor.
We have a lot of roles.
And I'll tell you this, neither of us went to school for this shit.
Sebastian's the head chef.
Oh, of course.
We
please.
have a lot of roles.
We'll be talking about cooking soon. We both finish the Anthony Bourdain book.
We are reading the Anthony Bourdain book.
And of course, and by reading we mean listening to, and we call it reading.
Listening to the Anthony Bourdain book.
We're reading it,
which
Rob.
is very nice.
It's beautiful, but we'll talk about that when we're doing that. So if you want, listen to the book. It's beautiful. He's narrating it.
So what we do, we document our lives. We document our thoughts, and we put our lives out in some way.
Yeah.
But when you write, it's just poetry. Like he speaks in like the book is poetry.
Well, that's what I was. The writing is poetic language.
Yes.
Even
it reinforces that.
Yes.
As someone who hasn't read much in the last 15 years.
I told you, my sister.
But read a lot growing up.
Yeah, my sister told me. She goes, listening to audiobooks hits a different part of the brain because we don't hear poetic language. We rarely hear that from movies or television. Sometimes.
She's right.
Occasionally.
Would you believe the woman who got a PhD in literature?
She
knows
knew
what she's talking about.
You got to trust. You got to have a guy.
Course.
My sister's my
she's
book guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
She is a good book guy. Yeah.
So, so I trust her, and because I was like putting off listening to books, and she's like, "Stop that." She goes, "If you're not gonna sit down and read it, listen. Who cares?"
She's right.
Don't just write off the whole category.
She's right.
It's like not going to the gym, being like, "I don't want to do cardio. I'm only gonna lift." What are you doing? Then you gonna do nothing?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Lifting's great,
Sure.
right?
Figured. Yeah.
Right. Like you're judging yourself.
I don't know if that's the cleanest analogy.
Well, you know what? No one's expecting that analogy to be perfect. You know?
Sure.
I got to figure that out.
Okay.
I didn't write this.
That's
This
okay.
ain't poetic language.
Correct.
Right?
But it really reinforces the difference between a podcast and an audiobook.
Sure. But I will say
and
this.
just like I don't know if I'm doing the best job of collecting my thoughts. Like I write my little notes in fragments, but like to sit down and write something so vividly, like that's what I fear when I read this.
Rob, they edit it.
Sure.
It's not.
I understand.
No, I know.
But
when
I know the movie magic, there's book magic.
Yes, there's book magic.
But I'm just like, damn, it's so beautiful how like vividly he can describe scenes from his childhood, and I feel like I have some of these vivid memories, and I'm like, I should write them down.
I wrote a poem the other day.
That's great. I love that.
I
think that's great. If anything, I'm thinking about that. Like when I'm listening to this book, I'm like, I should be writing things more beautifully.
I wrote a poem. I was watching some shits. They're like, write a poem. Don't share it with nobody. Just for you. 2 a.m. I've been sober for a man long. I'm up alone. 2 a.m.
Notice everyone.
Poetry.
Wait.
What?
Everyone notice how Sebastian just like 2x the Staten Island accent.
Hold on, because
I wrote a poem. I'm fucking sitting there 2 a.m. I'm sober.
Listen
I'm fucking, they go, don't show anybody. Why is he talking like this now? Who fucking knows? Because he can't handle the fucking fact that he wrote a poem. So now he's got to talk like a Goomba from fucking Staten Island.
Listen to me.
Don't you forget about that.
Let me fucking tell you something. Pen to paper writing poetry is the most beautiful thing I ever fucking did.
There we go. Okay, sorry to cut you off.
No, please. These are the things I need to know. And will I change that about myself? Nah, that's not. That doesn't
Let's see if he goes right back into it.
Nah, that don't matter. But what does matter is the beauty of art.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you gotta hit him with the accent. But I wrote a poem. They go,
That's
write
good.
a poem for yourself.
That's good.
Right? I'm out here preaching be bad at art,
Yeah,
just
then you
do
should.
it.
You got to put your money where your mouth is.
Oh, God. If someone saw that, I should delete that.
No, don't delete it. That's the whole. What do you mean? You can keep it for yourself.
It was about creating. It wasn't about...
I like it.
It was about creating.
Keep it.
Keep
People want it.
Keep it.
People will want it.
All right. Well, I don't want
One of the craziest things I did was put a haiku to grid when I was in Disney World, and then I deleted it within like 20 minutes.
You put a haiku to grid?
Yeah, I put a haiku to grid.
Within the last 5 years?
And 2021 when I went to Disney. So
Rob,
we're still within the last 5 years.
Rob.
I was feeling some type of way.
This is incredible.
I put a haiku to grid. And it was like a...
I can't read my poem because I promised I wouldn't.
It was crazy. Yeah, sure, you don't have to.
I don't want to read it. It's personal.
But, yeah, I put a haiku to grid.
Do you want to share your poem or no?
I don't know if I could find it.
All right, so then don't worry about it.
I'm sure I could. It was bad. But
I
whatever.
just found this thing where it said write a poem and don't share it with anyone, so I want to honor that. Maybe if you share a poem, maybe you'll find it and I'll write a new poem that I'm going to share.
Okay. I think I could probably find it.
Okay, so we don't have to do it this week, but we could write. You could share a poem.
You want me to write a new one?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Would you like to write a poem?
Would I like to write a poem? Sure. I'm not opposed. I want to be writing more vivid, like just the way, if you were calling it poetic language, just like I think vivid descriptions of places. That's more of what I was like I should do. I should try to vividly describe places I went as a child in the way that he like was describing France when he went to as a child.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I saw this thing. I'm like,
sure.
I think I'm autistic. I think that I've come to this conclusion.
I'm not saying nothing.
You can say whatever you want. I don't view it as a bad thing.
I don't view. I mean,
I don't know what I have.
You should
I have
go
something. Yeah.
Talk to someone about it. I have no idea. You want to
like
ask me.
ADHD, some level of autism or ADHD, like some like which I think ADHD is on the spectrum.
Sure,
or
I
whatever.
think I have something too. Not that.
I think
something different.
Yeah, I think you have something. I think having something is good.
Yeah.
I think having neurodivergence. I like that I feel neurodivergent.
Okay.
You're magical too. I think you're very magical.
I got a little OCD situation. Something going on with panic.
Okay. Panic. But I also think that your mind
something else
works in beautiful ways.
Oh, yeah.
They say autistic people love connections. I've never seen anybody better at connections than you, specifically when you're on stage and when you're performing.
Yeah, I'm not looking for that in my real life that much.
You're not looking for them in your real life.
No.
Yeah, but you're very good at them. So maybe as just like a fan of connections, I see you who I'm like, you're very good. One of my friends at one point, he it works in entertainment since he's a child. My friend was on like a soap opera. He's a kid from New Jersey. Around the same time Michael B. Jordan was on a soap opera. They knew each other back in the day. Like
Shout
my
out
friend
soaps.
had been Tariq. He'd been on this podcast before, but he's been in the entertainment industry a long time. Mm-hmm. And the first time he ever saw you perform, he called me the next day and he was like, "That guy was magic."
There we go.
I don't know what that guy's working with, but that's a magician. Like he never and he loves going to see people live. I have a few friends at the time that like would see people live a lot. Mm-hmm. They would be going to live shows. They just like if you're in New York and you're an artist, it was very available to you back in the day. You could just go see 4 or 5 live shows a week, almost for free.
I would in my peak of performing and seeing stuff, I would see probably 5 shows a week.
Yeah.
And do 5 shows a week,
which I think is great. And that was like a very much a norm of New York City.
Yeah.
If you were an artist, you were seeing other people's shows. You were on shows, so you had to sit through other shows.
Yeah.
You were just seeing a lot of live performance in New York at the time. But like 2 of my friends that were the most tapped into that right after they saw you, they were like, "That guy's crazy." Like,
there we go.
As far as just like essence, live performance, whatever, all of that.
That's amazing.
But anyways, you're very good at connections, which is an autistic thing.
Well, I mean, who knows?
But I've been getting fed a lot of content around this now, obviously, because they just feed you whatever you think about.
Sure. Or you say
you say it, or you read one thing, or you say on one thing for a few seconds, and then you get more information about it. But they're like people that with ADHD, I guess, don't want to throw things out, because they attach memories to them, and it's just like you feel like you're throwing out a piece of yourself, or like you have such an attachment to something, but then it's just like that you're almost outsourcing your memory into certain physical objects, and it's like if I
You
throw
can let
that
go
out,
of
then
it.
I'll lose the memory.
So you have a toy chest of memories.
Yes, which I would just need to then document the memories somehow.
Wow.
Or I could throw them out.
So
but I did really relate to that, and I am learning a lot of things about, I guess, these behaviors, and I'm like, oh, I do relate to that. Or I'd probably do that. But I know that I'm doing that. You know what I mean? It's just good to see, I guess, like, all right, you're doing this for a reason, and there's other people. It's nice to find community with people.
Well, have you found the community, or you just know that they exist?
No, just knowing that it exists, obviously. Because I didn't want, like, it was like a huge thing that everybody was going to take Adderall when I got to college. Mm-hmm. And, like, I guess that would have been the time where I was like, all right, I'm not living in my parents' house anymore. Despite multiple teachers telling my parents to take me to go get inspected for ADHD, nobody did that. Tested.
Inspection. What a detective does.
Inspector Gadget. I was Inspector Gadget, and I needed to go to the fucking
case we
shop.
have here with the Robbie.
Exactly.
But
then everyone's taking Adderall, and I'm like, I don't want to do Adderall. I'm smart enough to not need to take Adderall, and that's always how I felt about that. So I didn't want the drugs, but I think it's still nice to know information about it. The more information that you have on something, I think the more you can move forward.
I'm confused with the Adderall part of this. You're just saying you never took Adderall, so you don't know if
I didn't want Adderall.
Yeah.
Everybody was taking Adderall in college, and I did not want it.
So you don't.
I don't care about an ADHD, and everyone would be like getting fake ADHD diagnosis so that they can get Adderall. So I was just like, I don't give a fuck about like whatever. Sure. Even if I have it, I don't want Adderall.
Yeah.
So like, what's the point of going and getting this? Yeah. And they're just also prescribing everyone with ADHD at this point. Like everyone was just like, I can't focus. You have ADHD. You have Adderall, and it was just like, I don't like. To me, that seemed like a pointless endeavor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're saying you're not seeking out these...
But I should have probably still sought out the information or, like, ways to cope with it or, like, ways to understand it. Just the more that you understand anything, the more you can, like, move through the world with it, I think.
Of course, yeah. We learn, and then we move accordingly, you know? You learn, you adjust, you learn, you adjust. I think that is good.
So, but this is just something that I've been embracing.
That's good. I mean,
recently.
It doesn't make you any different to me.
Sure, yeah, of course.
I don't know if that needs to be said.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be said. I mean, you know me.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't even change. Like, you knew me 6 years ago before we even started a podcast.
When I used to make you sit on your hands.
You got to sit on your hands. You can't stop fidgeting. So you'd be like, "What's happening? Are you okay?"
I would make him sit next to me and put his hands underneath his ass.
Yeah,
I'll go sit on your hands.
And I mean, I was 26, but still, I'm a grown adult at that point.
Yeah, that's a grown.
I mean, you're 29 or whatever.
Yeah, I was not 30 yet.
You're 29 and I'm 25.
And Rob would be looking at the walls.
So we're two children, and you're just. I would. That's not an exaggeration.
It's not like things I would be talking, trying to teach people.
Which is rude.
No, I mean it was fun. We made it a nice, fun moment where I would.
We did.
I would go, come here, come sit next to me,
yes.
Mr. Robbie.
People thought that we were friends forever.
Because of that?
Yeah. All right, maybe just because everyone else was afraid of you.
I don't believe in time.
Nice. All right, sure.
So I do think we were friends forever at that moment.
That's beautiful.
Because that's Einstein died with this idea that we're living a memory for the first time.
Okay, I like that.
So
it feels like that sometimes. That's deja vu.
Dude, it's sometimes deja vu is a different thing in my mind. Deja vu is us switching from one timeline to another.
Living a memory for the first time.
But no. I think the deja vu people explain differently, but that's
okay.
For me, it's just like, everything we lived everything.
Okay.
In my head.
I'm about it.
Right? What's scary about that is that we don't have free will, people think. But I do think you have free will.
Okay. Yeah, I think if anything, you have more free will. You're choosing to live the one destiny that, if you've done everything,
I believe that
then you're choosing the one that you want to be doing.
I believe in infinite timelines, and I believe that time isn't real.
All right.
And I am also polytheistic.
Now we're talking. Let's go.
I've been sober.
I'm interested.
There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing going on in my head.
I love this. People should take more fucking risks. If everything has been doing, think about how pathetic what some of these people are doing and choosing. Yeah. If that's the case, that's real. Like, you could be living in the timeline where you're literally doing anything other than what you're doing if you're not doing something that you love. People are so afraid to take a risk. I don't know. I'm really big recently
Okay.
on people needing to let go of their external validations because the world externally right now, I do not agree with its validation system. So
Sure.
people that are like so locked into the external validations of the world, whether that be at your job or the money you make or your body or like whatever, the way that you appear, whatever, your bank account, all of the shit, these external validations you need to let go of, and you need to try to find some level of what you are and who you are and create internal validations and a standard for yourself. And if you're not seeing the external validations, just like being okay with that.
I agree with you. I
understand
think
it's
we're
hard.
living in a world that people don't give us a space because you need time, space, and energy to do that work on yourself, Rob.
I understand there's a lot of people that
I agree with you.
need to do certain things in order to survive.
Yeah.
But I also don't think you need that much time. I don't know. Like here's the time. Listen to me right now. I mean, tell whoever in your life, because I actually think that I probably agree, and a lot of people that listen to this podcast are already on the same page on some level about a lot of things.
Oh, okay. I thought something
I would
specific.
guess if you're coming back every week that we are probably on the same page about a lot of things.
Sure. Our looks can't get us through this many episodes, Rob.
Sure. I would hope.
I would hope.
That would be crazy if people were around for the looks in an audio medium.
But
peace and love. I appreciate it, I guess. But like, listen to what I'm saying then. Fuck with the external validation. And I understand it's hard because people need to survive, but especially if you come from some level of privilege, like, we need to create our own validation systems from what's inside of us.
And that comes from good and bad. And I know that no one wants to think that's not the fun way to think of it.
What do you mean?
You can't think of, like, I had to, in order for me to feel less bad about bad external validation, like negative external validation, negative comments, stuff like that, I can't treat the good as much as I can't. It has to all come from within me.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
then takes away everything a little bit, but
it creates a really strong love and relationship with yourself.
100%.
And I also think like this isn't to say that you can then never be held accountable. I think there's people I love that I want to be holding me accountable, and like
that's different.
That's different, obviously.
That's
but no, I agree. I don't feel like somebody tells me at my job, they're like, that you do such a good job or that was such a good class. I'm like, I know.
You could.
I know that. Like, I don't need whether or not. Like, I have my own.
The good means as much as the bad.
Meter.
It's the person giving it to you that matters.
Yes, but even so, like if I tell you had a good show, you had a good show.
Yeah, I'm not
I think
worried
for the
about
most
it.
part, exactly.
Yeah,
which is good.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's
which
taking
is like
years of practice and learning and.
Okay, that's good though. And I wasn't born without wanting external validation. Obviously, I think everybody does this. I think it's what I don't know if you feel similarly or if you can relate, but I think
I am a listener.
Being bad at sports as a child.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was good at school, so I guess I always had something to like kind of go back to and feel confident about. But being bad at sports, it was good exposure therapy for like rejection therapy, like
Sure.
you know what I mean?
I
Of
grew up
just
fat,
like
so it was a little different. So
okay,
I got rejection quickly for just being existing.
Okay, not even just being bad at sports.
Yes, not even being. Sports were a nightmare to me because it was always like, oh, you're gonna be bad because of this.
Yes,
I won MVP for my basketball team, CYO C League, right?
Okay,
so the lowest league, but it doesn't matter. But when I won MVP, the coach goes, "This guy's the sweatiest boy on our team," and I was 10 years old.
Okay, yeah.
So you can't catch breaks.
Yeah.
So I think for me, to
me, sweatiest is like the hustler. You think he was making a fat joke?
He was making a fat joke.
Okay, I mean it
would happen.
Obviously.
It would happen often.
Okay.
He goes, "This guy would be sweating before the game even started."
Okay. All right.
That's a joke.
Rude. That's rude to say to a 10-year-old.
About a little boy,
which is insane.
Yes.
Mental illness.
So for me, as probably for you, I mean, who knows? Everyone's on a different journey. But for me, I was aware. I think what was good to be bad at sports is I think it's good to be bad at things because it makes you a better learner.
Okay.
I'd rather a good learner. I trust a good learner more than I trust someone that is just good at one thing and never does anything else.
Yeah, I love a learner. I mean, I also loved learning. That's what I loved about school.
Of course.
Was learning, and I could get new things, and then I think I burned out a little bit of that because it gets boring and it's a little easy for certain people.
But tell me more about this sports thing for you. Sorry to.
No, I just think like it has shaped me in a lot of ways. Just being like picked last or like the underdog. Like I'm gonna lose. Like if I play my friend across the street 10 times, I'm gonna lose 8. But I don't care. I like playing. Like I did not put that much validation in winning. And then I would talk so much shit. If I won 1 out of 10 games, I get to talk shit because I'm a fucking underdog. And I liked that. Cool. I liked being bad at sports in some way. Like, I think it made you have to figure things out. You have to play the game a little bit different. It's like you can use strategy then. And I just think, like, I mean, I was very upset, obviously, when I didn't make my, like, say, middle school soccer team.
Okay.
Because I could get a cell phone. If I made the middle school soccer team, I went to like a camp.
But you were getting that wasn't.
Yeah, and I honestly, I think when I look back, the thing I felt like I let my mom, like I just felt like my mom was sad for me, and that made me feel sad.
Interesting.
But I don't know. That was maybe the last time. I mean, I used to audition for, like, I think I auditioned twice for, like, a UCB thing. And, like, if you don't get it, I'm like, does not really faze me in the way that it fazed a lot of people. It's just like, all right, this is information I can move differently elsewhere, or this is not what they're looking for at this time. Like, I never took it as, like, personal.
Yeah.
And I never, like, certain people would take it so personal, or they'd be like, oh, they don't want this type of person, or and I'm like, I got the tools to win. Like, I'm learning something here, and I can continue to learn and get better. And if that's one route that I want to try to take in trying to perform improv in New York City, that is a route that is available. But there's also other things that I could be doing here. And that's just always how I think from that moment in 8th grade, I think I treated rejection differently. From colleges, from whatever, or like in general, external validation, I think changed in some ways for me.
I mean, I'm in an industry now where it's completely just rejection all the time, you know?
Yes.
So
which I'm hoping you're hard into
healthy
it. Yeah,
place.
that's just good. But a lot of people do not, and I think that the rejection is obviously external validation. Or it's like
when I was gonna quit a couple of years ago, my dad looked me in my eyes and I said this, and he goes, "No matter what, you did it."
That's nice. Of course, that's true.
But like he goes, no matter
what,
you did it.
Yeah, we've had these conversations on mic many times about like you being we need to removing the external validation from things because increasingly it's always been fucked up.
And he goes,
the industry's always been fucked up.
He goes, it's about you living being happy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It was like a happiness
which is
conversation.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful person.
Yes, 100%. But no, yeah, but then
you did,
I'm like,
and you did it at a high level.
I'm stepping in. Yeah, he goes, yeah. He's like, there's no question.
And there's a lot of people that will never ascend to the levels of talent or even just performance that you were able to ascend to. That also did it.
Yeah, totally. But which is whatever.
And we need to acknowledge them as well, I think.
100%.
And those people, that was also something when you would talk like that, I'd be like, bro, you have to acknowledge that you did it so that other people can feel like they did it because you've done so much. I know you felt like so little. It was just
hard because I had
I know,
nothing.
it's a lot of external validation.
Yes. I had no money.
At a certain point when
you
need to
zero,
survive. I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
I was not surviving
agree.
as a human.
And that's why we had conversation because it's
I wasn't a human.
There's two sides of it. Yes. It's not like
that's why my dad, we approach it as a happiness conversation.
Which is good. Which is good.
And
because
unfortunately,
at a
money
certain
is
point,
happiness.
Certain external validations, which is a salary, are essential to survive. Yeah. And you need more of them, I understand, to survive. But like the more that we can remove them and you can reestablish a relationship with yourself and build the relationship with yourself, then you maybe can pivot out of something, or like you can know your worth more at your job to better negotiate who you are. Like we are so undervalued as people right now. I think most of the people in society are extremely undervalued.
Well, that's what they want. Like if they
because if you're addicted to external validations, their validation system, then you will be feeling this, and you will be not able to negotiate for yourself correctly.
Imagine they took away follower counts on Instagram.
I know, which is funny. I don't know if you just heard me listen to like a clip of LeBron and Austin Reeves, so two people on the Lakers, and they're talking about the first time LeBron posted Austin Reeves on his story, And he goes, yeah, I went from like having like 40,000 followers to like 1 million followers after you posted me.
Sure.
And LeBron goes, I'm so sorry. Which is
Sure.
funny because so many people
Want that.
increase their follower count and they would be like, thank you so much. Do. And like
Sure.
the two of them have a very strong relationship. And I know the both of them are like, I'm so like they
Yeah.
view it as a negative, which I think
Sure.
is funny.
I view it as a negative. I don't want it.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly. Me and you don't feel. I think at this point we post on the internet into these algorithms a lot. Like we do a lot of things that get rejected
Sure.
all the time with this job, just specifically about the podcast. So we have removed, I think, or done a very good job over the last 6 years of trying to remove as much external validation as we can,
Yeah.
and just being like, let's move through the world. How can we survive? Trying to stay true to who we are
Sure.
as best as possible.
Sure. And it's been ups and downs. and
Yeah, I mean, you're
bumps
going to
and-
Europe for 6 weeks to teach improv to make some money. Like, that was part of the planning of the year. Is like, what can we do to fit into our North Star of how we want to be,
Yeah.
and then can we create wealth
I'm
out
excited.
of that?
I'm excited to do that though too, Rob. You know.
No, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Of course, you're very excited.
I'm very excited.
Which is cool that you get to live a life that is how you can do that.
I worked hard to get,
Yeah.
and that's finding peace.
For sure.
Is getting
For
to
sure.
do that.
And
And I'm spending most of the time with my family,
which is really cool.
which is great.
That'll be really cool.
And I need that
Yes.
for the soul, for the mind.
For sure, but that's how you're operating through what's good for the soul, and then
Of course.
The external validation obviously is important, but it's like it's a compromise with who you are internally.
Traveling, you don't get a lot of external validation.
Yeah, sure.
Which
yes.
is you get more experiences. You
Yes,
learn about
yes,
yourself. You go to
yes.
places where
But
you're
some people
uncomfortable.
travel for external validation.
Well,
some
that's not
people
the way I
travel
do.
to show off and XYZ.
That's why
No,
I don't think
agree,
traveling.
I agree.
I don't think traveling should be a luxury. I think it should be a necessity that everyone like gets to do and learn to do so they can learn themselves better.
I hear this and I sometimes push back on certain people because I don't.
Why?
Because people travel and don't do any work, and people could also learn more about themselves if they just like
100%.
experience their New York City. You live in the 5 boroughs.
Sure.
What you like, you should be able to get what you need out of traveling by just like expanding yourself in the 5 boroughs. A lot of people, I think,
Yeah.
once maybe if you are at a place where
Maybe.
you're able to do that here, then maybe you go abroad and you'll be able to do that. But like.
I don't even. Yeah, I
You
guess.
know what I mean? Like, I
just
don't.
putting
I think
yourself in situations where you learn about different people is what I'm talking about.
you have to be open to do that. And I think
Yes.
let me see you do it here in New York City first before it's like we need you to
100%.
travel. To
I'm
go
talking
learn.
about the broader sense of people rather than just New Yorkers. You know,
Yes. Okay, that's true.
right? Like where live a beautiful.
But
luxury.
even if you're in a small town in Iowa, I'm sure there's somebody or some story that you can go put yourself in someone else's shoes there. And I would love to see you do it within your community before it's like you got to go travel to do this. Because if you can't do it in your community, then you can't do it abroad.
All right,
And then
yeah.
you're just going abroad to be a tourist,
Sure.
I think.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I feel,
a lot
I
of
feel
these
you
people.
a little bit, but I do think it's good for you to learn about other people, so it opens your mind more. For
I think
new
that's good too,
ideas.
but like I think a lot of people
and-
travel and don't do that.
Well, then that's a bigger issue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's the issue.
I just want to give
These
people the
people are the issue.
opportunity to.
Sure, yes. There's so many
experience that.
people that if they were to go travel that can't afford it or whatever, and they
Yes.
would do that.
Yeah, I'm
Because
telling you,
those
this
are
man,
the types of people they are.
I was watching some videos on like the places I'm going, and I was like nervous because I know I'm gonna be uncomfortable at moments. Just there's gonna be moments where I'm like I feel out of place. I feel
Okay.
I'm like
Where did you think that the most?
every city has too many vantage points.
What do you mean?
Like you go climb up this building and you look at the top and you can see.
All right.
Right.
You don't have to do those.
No, I do a couple of them.
Okay,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
Okay, sure.
But no, I do think I go, oh, it's about pushing yourself. And like there will be moments that it's not all, I'm not going like luxury vacationing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm going to learn about people. I'll meet communities and sit down with them and learn who they are too.
Yes, that's what you're doing.
Right?
And then you're going to teach.
I'll have to communicate myself and have talks and conversations with people and learn about them. And
Yes.
I go, oh, like that is work and you do get better as a person by doing that.
For sure. You travel well.
I do travel well.
You travel very well, and I like the way you travel, and we travel
Yes,
well
you
together.
travel like that's the important thing. I think you got to be.
But that's not everybody.
You got to be a traveler and a good tourist, right?
Yes.
And you got to be respectful of the place that you're going.
Correct.
I don't like the Boy Scouts until the one saying I like. Tell me the saying about
Be prepared.
Nah, yeah, that
Do a
one's
good
fine.
turn daily.
No, the one about leave a place better than you found it.
Okay, that's good. Yeah,
That's good for if you travel places.
Yes.
I like that one. Right?
For sure.
Be prepared.
Be prepared is good.
I'm
What
on
do
the
you
fence
mean?
about be prepared.
Be prepared.
I'm on the fence about
Why?
be prepared.
What do you mean?
That's
You're
my whole
prepared.
life. I'm an improviser.
No, you're prepared.
I'm an improviser.
You're prepared. You're fucking prepared.
I'm an improviser.
Sure.
But no, so yes, don't seek. It's hard external validation.
I think it's
especially with the
hard, but we
internet
need to
and the way that
remove
we
ourselves from
live.
it because we live in a horrible validation system. The external validation, the way it is set up right now, is to reward bad things. So you need to recreate it within your community, within your, and people will be receptive to it because they're craving something that starts from the heart and starts from someone that has a different validation system or just is operating in a different wavelength than the rest of society. And if you're bringing that to the table, I promise you that it will be well received by other people because other people are feeling this too. And you can make a difference. One of my friends, I'm going to shout her out, Erin, who listens to the podcast. She started a media literacy class in her high school.
Oh, yeah.
Making them watch movies and talk about them.
Oh, yeah.
And she told me that there's 3 podcast classes in this high school. And her class, which is a movie media literacy class. And I'm like, as someone with a podcast, we need to nix those 3 podcast classes and give you 3 more of these types of classes because podcasts are a medium to talk about things. I don't know. I mean, maybe you could be teaching people how to talk a little bit, but I do think having a strong media literacy is significantly more important than just plugging in 2 microphones and talking.
When I was first starting, I always felt embarrassed. I would go, I have nothing to say.
Okay.
I think people need to feel that sometimes.
For sure. I for a long time was listening. I was going to a lot of different shows. I would listen to my friend group when I was 23 was all in their early 30s, and I spent a lot of time learning from them. Good things, bad things. These are things I wouldn't want to do. These are mistakes. They are high achieving people or people in industries that I thought were cool, and they were doing well in these industries. And I learned a lot from my friends at this time. Yeah. Positively, negatively, all around. I just absorbed. I was a sponge around these people. Well, and they would think I'm really quiet. Yeah. Which is good. I think when I'm joining UCB for the first time, I'm quiet. I'm learning. I need to assess the situation. How does this operate?
You need to absorb. You need to learn.
As much as humanly possible. I would be listening to the fucking podcast that they had where you guys would interview each other. And I would be I would just crave more information about something. Yeah, I listened for years and years. I'm sure. I remember being I have nothing to say. I remember having that thought all the time. Really? Well, now you have a lot to say. Well, you still have nothing. We still have nothing to say. There we go. I love how people ask, what is your podcast about? Because that's the biggest thing people ask, even before they ask for the name. Ah, yeah. And I go, well, technically it's about nothing. Yeah. And it's such a good name. It's about 2 men on a journey. I say now it's about loving yourself. It's a podcast about loving yourself. That's beautiful. Which I think this is where this comes from, this internal validation system. But this is something that my friend created out of thin air, the media literacy thing. Yeah. When I started working at my job, there was 3 swim classes a week. Now there's 12. That's great, Rob. This is not something that I created this. I created my own validation system. I created my own rubric for this program. 100%. It was doing fairly well, but you can create things outside of whatever. And if you are so stuck on the tracks of the validation system that is set up in place, you are unable to then create your own shit. I'll tell you this. I got invited to go to one place in Europe. The rest, I just emailed people and talk to people on Zoom to figure out my own path of places I want to go, places I want to be a part of. Which is great. I love that. And so when people are asking me, they go, how are you able to do this? I go, I just figured it out. You have it inside of you. I mean, you could go. You have value. You have value to bring every city on the planet. But people, if there's an arts community, and you have value to bring more classes to. Of course, I have value to communities too across the planet, and I would figure out how to. And I need to show up with something great. And I'm sure you're going to show up with something great. And no one is telling you how to create the workshops you do or what you do. You create that from yourself. That's a Sebastian Conelli system. It's incredible. And it's better, I'm sure, than a lot of other systems.
Yeah,
and that's because you created it yourself. Yeah,
I get to feel, I get to experience.
I'm sure that these lectures that people are going to get are incredible. You're a great teacher.
Yeah, there we go. I am good.
Very good.
So, but no, I do think that is important, and you don't need to follow what you believe in.
If you get on these tracks it's a dangerous path, and you're just not going to end up contributing positively to what people need, because that is not the way that the external validation systems are set up in 2026. And that's the reality.
I know.
And it's just like hard to detach from, I understand, but we got to start trying to do that.
I do think, Rob, though, when you are ready to talk, it is a good thing. I think that I've grown a lot talking about my feelings out loud here.
Okay. What do you mean?
Like, as a person, like, it's good to have to articulate your feeling, like, at a certain point when I was ready to talk, and now that I do talk a lot, you know?
Yes.
Like, I think, I think I've grown.
You have something to say.
Yeah, I have something to say, and by articulating your thoughts, you end up learning more about yourself and digging deeper into those thoughts.
I agree.
Like, I do think it's important for people to have friends and to sit down and talk these things out with and really dig deeper into stuff. I agree. I am over mysterious. If someone is mysterious and doesn't talk, I just assume they're dumb and have bad opinions.
I agree. I love that.
Like, seriously, sure. I'm over this, like, hot, mysterious man. Like, oh, be more mysterious. Don't say things. No, I just assume that you have nothing to say, or you're dumb, or you know that what you're gonna say I don't enjoy, or no one will enjoy.
Which is one of the first clips that we did of this podcast. It was like, "What do you think is cool?" And I was like, "Be quiet." And I disagree with that now.
And
but things change. Things change.
And
the world changes, and that's what's beautiful.
But that's
if
what
somebody
we're fed,
listens, Rob. I agree. If you listen from the beginning of this podcast to the end, I would hope that you would see a story and a growth.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, of course. Obviously.
There is a story here, right?
For
but
sure.
I'm over. I get fed this thing like, men, be more mysterious. No.
Yeah.
Say your shit out loud and see what happens.
Stand on your shit. It's attractive.
Yeah. And also
there's a vacuum of leadership right now. And if you're an actual true leader who speaks to the reality of the world, you will be rewarded by the right people.
And you can also, you don't have to hide what you love. You don't have to hide what scares you. You don't have to hide what makes you angry, you know?
Which, this is what I loved about that show, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which if you haven't seen it. It's like when they first goes out to try to recruit people to fight with him, nobody in the audience is cheering for him. Nobody is on his side.
Sure.
All of the working class people are just in fear of the leadership because they're supposed to root against him.
Yeah.
But then once he recruits the people and then the battle starts and he starts to win, everybody in the audience is on his side.
She stands
and
up
it's
and
like,
screams.
be courageous in your life. Have integrity. Be courageous. It will fucking pay off.
Yeah, just I'm done mysterious. I'm done with this mysterious.
Yeah, sure. I'm done with so many of the people.
No, I know.
So many people I'm done with.
Well,
I literally told somebody this weekend that I'm gonna smack them if they don't treat the waitstaff with manners. And guess what? He started treating the waitstaff with manners.
That's good. Right?
It wasn't straight smack. It was like, hey, can we be a little nicer?
What do you mean straight smack?
I didn't go straight to smack.
Oh, okay.
It was the fourth warning was I'm going to smack you if you don't start treating the waitstaff with manners. Then I walked away. I came back. Everybody's treating the waitstaff with manners. Everybody's talking about their contribution to working class politics, how left they are. I'm like, I don't need everybody to go into I'm the most left-wing person here. I need everybody to say please and thank you to the waitstaff. Sure. That's what I need.
Like people.
Treat these people like people, because I work in I see people who don't treat people like people all the time, and I have no patience for it when I'm not at work.
Yeah, I forget one of the subway takes once that I agreed with was everyone should have to be a waiter for 2 years.
Love it.
Right? And because just some people need to learn that life.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
But stand on your shit, and I think you will be surprised how much more people will respect you.
You know,
and I think that's something that...
You know what the dangerous thing about a guy that's like, I'll be mysterious to be hot is?
What?
You can't just be mysterious for your whole life. Eventually, it's
going
to start seeping through the cracks.
Some substance needs to
and then all of
itself.
a sudden, like, you know what I mean? Well, anyways, I'm getting fed all this. I think my phone hears how much I'm talking, and they're like, be more mysterious. I think even my phone's being like...
fuck that. But if you watch it once, then it'll just keep giving it to you.
No, I know. But I'm watching because I'm annoyed, you know? Yeah. But I'm not going to... I promise you, I mean, you could... The best thing you could do as ours is show the people who you are, right? And that's by showing them who you are, how the world affects you, and what you love, you know?
Sure, for sure.
Right?
Or just as a person. And I think... Like it might feel dangerous or scary to stick up for the right thing at first, but you will have I promise you there's so many other people that are in your boat and that they will respect you. I tell people all the time that I quit a job in finance, that work in finance, and they have so much respect for me. I'm like, you could do it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I meet a lot of people, and they just immediately have such a respect for you. And I'm like, you could do it too. Believe in yourself. Create new validation systems.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think that, I don't know, stick up for what's right, and try to be more courageous, and you will feel the benefits of it tenfold.
That's good. That is good.
Yeah.
So it's spring just started. Shout outs. Beautiful. People love spring.
Yes.
Some people's favorite season.
My least favorite.
My least favorite also. Shout out. But I'm just an allergy boy.
Yeah, same.
Right?
Same.
I'm an allergy boy. I'm sneezing more than ever. But as I said earlier in the podcast, I am polytheistic, and I'm like looking at spring. I'm thinking about it, and I was looking into the story of how spring was invented according to the Greek gods, because those are my gods too. You know?
Okay. Well, isn't it like the equinox? Like, isn't it about the sun and the moon? I thought that this was all about the sun and the moon.
That's paganism a little bit, right?
But that's how we delineate the seasons still.
Interesting.
Summer and winter solstice, and then the spring and fall equinox are the two. And I thought that was planetary, not like religious.
Oh, yeah. I just thought the story was cool. I didn't know. I don't know for sure what that's. So you mean that it's about the longest day of the year and the shortest day of the year, summer and winter, right?
Correct.
And so
those are the midpoints, the summer
and those
fall.
are the midpoints.
Yeah.
Oh, great, cool.
I believe so.
Yes, I know this. I wasn't sure for spring and fall, but I know for winter and summer it is.
Entirely sure. My half birthday was this weekend, which I don't celebrate, but I might have to start celebrating my half birthday. I mean, I need shit to celebrate. Any excuse for a party.
But it's just the way that you phrased it. See,
I hit up my friend. I'm like, are you working with the half birthday like that? And are you checking for your half birthday? I think I said, and he was like, yeah, for sure.
I couldn't even tell you what month mine it was in.
That's crazy.
I guess it's in February.
Obviously.
I mean, that took me a
224,
second.
baby.
Yeah, 224.
824, 824.
Yeah, 824. Shout out.
Of course.
So,
let's see. Spring equinox. Astronomical start of spring. The event signifies the moment the sun crosses the celestial equator, providing nearly equal day and night lengths worldwide.
Wow.
So that I always thought, but you're saying that there's
just a mythology. It's fake.
A mythology.
It's fake,
okay.
Rob.
All right. Well, we
It's
can
fake.
listen to the mythology.
Yeah, you're talking science. I was talking fake.
Cool.
But I like
the story
fake.
of spring.
Yeah, the story of spring. It's
Sure.
about it's basically this mother loses her daughter. The woman that's in charge of nurture and like taking care of the harvest and stuff like that. The god of that loses her daughter Persephone and is taken to the underworlds. And she's Demeter is the mother, is so sad that she stops being able to take care of the world.
Okay.
And so Zeus is like, the world is dying. We need to get this mother, her daughter back. And so Zeus goes down to Hades because Hades took her, lured her in, right? And there's no harvest is happening, nothing. Everything is dark. It's dreary. And so Zeus is like, you got to give up. You got to give up Persephone. We got to live. And so Zeus is in charge. So Hades goes, all right.
Okay.
And Persephone comes back, but Hades goes, hey, wait a second. He goes, I'm going to give you a pomegranate. If you eat this, you're mine.
Okay.
She ate 6 seeds from the pomegranate.
Okay.
So, and then Hades goes, you can't leave. You ate the seeds. You ate the seeds. And then Zeus goes, enough is enough. We need her up here so the mother could bring harvest and bring the world fruitfulness and light. And Hades goes, all right. She ate 6 seeds, so I'll take us 6 months of the year.
Oh. And then you have winter.
So then you have winter. And so in wintertime, she's supposed to be...
Persephone goes down?
It's supposed to be in the underworld.
Or Demeter.
No, Demeter is the mother.
Demeter, what happens to Demeter in the 6 months that Persephone goes back to the underworld?
She mourns every time.
She mourns every time
her daughter goes away. That's a good mother. It's a good fucking mother.
Interesting. Okay, that's cute.
I think it's cute. And what I liked about it was that people in Greek time didn't know what was happening. They go, it gets cold. And then there was some person that was just like
the original podcaster
that goes, I got a fucking reason.
Zeus,
He goes, why?
He's a good writer.
It's a good
writer.
Great writer, Rob.
A good writer just created the world.
My favorite part of this was that someone invented it.
100%.
That someone was like, why is there winter? Well, there was this mother and a daughter.
Yeah.
Like just telling stories out their ass.
I loved Hercules as a kid, obviously, and Hades is like one of the best Disney villains, if not the best.
No, not the best.
You don't think so?
No,
Who's the best?
I don't know, but I can't say Hades is the best.
I love Hades. Hades is funny.
He's misunderstood more.
He's funny.
I think a best villain. It depends what you mean by best. Most enjoyable
Most
to
entertaining.
watch. Most entertaining.
I think he's like funny. Like Scar is kind of funny, but like I think Hades is the star of Hercules.
I mean, I'm an Ursula man through and through.
Okay, Ursula, I love. All right,
So,
I love
like,
Ursula.
but
Ursula's in the talks for best Disney villain. I gotta rewatch Hercules, but to me, Hades is the star of Hercules.
It was so scary seeing the souls circling around the water for me.
I remember that. Yeah,
that was always terrifying to me. I go, that's where we go.
That was scary.
Because for me,
but he was so silly, Hades.
I mean, most of the
Disney villains,
Disney villains are pretty silly. Except for Pocahontas.
Pocahontas is not silly.
That one's fucking just mad serious, and that's the one that is real.
All of the, I know. That's the most real.
That's literally Bells of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Pocahontas are the most real, and those are the ones whose villains are the truest monsters.
Of course, yes. Yeah,
it's
not silly at all.
It's like, okay, and the make-believe ones, the monsters are like fun.
Yeah, but the princess movies I don't love. Like this Evil Stepmother, like a lot of them, I don't think the villains are fun.
I mean, the Sid
isn't
White.
Fun. I don't like the Snow White villain.
Oh, when she turns into the old woman?
She's not fun.
But she's a good villain. She serves a story.
Yeah, but Hades is funny.
This is why I'm asking what you mean by good.
Entertaining. Like entertainment value,
Ursula.
I think. I agree. Ursula is high
bro.
up there.
Ursula
and Hades, I think, though, have got to be the top two.
I don't know, man.
I can't think of. Maleficent is evil, but I don't know. She's not as
she's
silly
not doing
and
the
fun.
numbers.
Yeah.
Hades is doing numbers.
He is doing numbers.
Hades is doing numbers. Ursula's doing numbers.
Yes.
Scar's doing numbers.
Yes.
Right?
I want my villains doing numbers.
Yeah, I think
I
more
like a
villains.
silly villain.
Of course. Even
this story you just told, Hades, I think, is silly.
Yeah. 100%.
He's like, I'll give her back. Yeah, let's see what the sea. And then he just makes up some random shit.
But it's just so funny that people didn't have information.
Yeah,
so
they
then
just
they're
made
like,
it up.
oh, we're going to make up.
That's why it gets to be silly and fun.
This is what I love about Greek mythology. And I wish I knew more. And I want to look up more because how fucking cool of a story is that?
Which is cool. It is cool. And it's good to acknowledge that people made it up because you can make shit up.
Yeah.
Now everybody, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, I don't know how many years actually. Whatever years later, we're calling people narcissists. Because somebody was like, vanity is bad. I don't know. Back in the day.
That story we interpret is different than what we say. I know.
Okay. So that's about him looking in the river.
Yes,
and seeing himself and then he dies.
Okay. I speak to
All
this.
right. We don't have to speak to it.
I don't want to speak to this because I know that it's slightly that he does fall because he's looking at his own reflection. But there is a thing about his reflections looking at him too. There is a part of it that I don't. It's not. We don't interpret
it's not
it exactly.
as okay.
I know that
cut and dry.
It's not as cut and dry.
Okay. But you could create the next narcissist.
I thought it was so fucking cool.
Just do it.
Someone's like, oh, why is it?
Yeah, that's good. That is the best part of that story.
Yes.
Is that it's made up.
I truly was listening to this. I go, someone just had a mother and their mother gets sad when they leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Exactly. Which is good to acknowledge.
It's like, why is it mom cooking dinner? Why is it mom cooking dinner? Why is it mom going to work today? Why is it mom doing this? Oh, she's sad. The son is gone at war.
Yes.
It's the same exact fucking thing.
100%.
Right?
Yes.
Why is it mom taking care of the needs of what she has to be doing?
Yeah.
Right?
Just beautiful ways to express yourself.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking awesome.
Which is cool.
Greek mythology, right? So I'm going to be checking in with more Greek mythology because you know what? I'm polytheistic.
Nice.
Cut and dry.
Cool.
Cut
I love
and dry.
it.
I don't belong to any organized
there's
religion,
gods.
but I'm polytheistic. There's gods.
I like it.
And I speak to the gods. I
The
pray to the gods.
There's different gods. The basketball gods. There's all different types of
There's
gods.
all different types of
the
gods.
improv gods, the podcast gods,
100%.
the fucking
Rob,
do the right thing gods,
Rob,
the
we should
swimming
speak
gods, all the gods.
There should
I
be
like
a panel.
that. Yeah, I agree.
Like I want a panel when I'm judged and when I need things. I don't want one person in charge of everything.
And like even my family's Roman Catholic, but like my grandmother prays the most to Saint Anthony than she does to like Jesus Christ or like
There we go.
God, our Father
Or
Almighty,
or Mary.
or the Mother Mary,
Yeah, Virgin Mary.
the Virgin Mary.
Yeah. Damn.
So I think
That's crazy.
that Roman Catholics had. I mean, when I fucking was trying to get my house, my cousin's like, "You got to pray to Saint Joseph." I'm like, "All right, let's figure it out."
You don't gotta tell me.
So I'll pray to the housing gods.
I
Let's
gotta
do it.
fucking-
I'm more into that than like.
I got a bloodline to these people.
Of course.
What are we talking here?
Yeah, having different pockets for your manifestations, I think, is good. and
Well,
fun.
Rob. It
What's
is.
up?
It's spring.
Spring is sprung.
It's spring has sprung. As Akon said, I'm sprung. Boys, you got me.
That's T-Pain. but
T-Pain.
sure.
Oops. T-Pain. Oh my God.
I was watching Akon on like a podcast that like
Convict music.
is that a podcast?
No, but that was
his brand. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I didn't really know the podcast hosts at all.
Uh-huh.
Never seen them.
Sure.
So I'm like, yeah. I'm just
Check
like
'em out.
I was just like
Rob, we have to give them a chance.
Yeah, I'm showing them
In the
love.
game.
Yeah,
Okay.
all love. This is positive. But then I'm like, if he's doing this podcast, maybe he would one day do Loud About Nothing.
Oh,
So
I love
I'm
this
like
thought
thinking about
process.
whatever, and I'm like, I literally think I would cry.
If Akon came on,
I mean, he's not
Lonely.
great. Like whatever he is in 2026, like that's the first explicit album I was able to
I'm
buy.
so
That's the song that got me
lonely.
into him too.
I ain't got nobody.
And I woke up in the middle of the night and I noticed my girl wasn't by my side. Could have sworn I was dreaming. For her, I was dreaming, so I had to take a little ride.
All right.
Backtracking on these 2 years, had to figure out what I did to make it go bad. Ever since my girl left me. I love Akon. And like all his music, like that is my middle school, my high school, my everything. And I was like, I think he's somebody that, and it's embarrassing, and it's just like
He would make you cry.
I think I would be like so overwhelmed for the child inside of me to meet Akon and be able to interview him earnestly. I was like, that would be crazy.
Sure.
Because he was such a big part of like my middle school experience,
I feel
and
you,
like
man.
you escape to music at that age.
100%. I mean,
Especially that was like the iPod just came out, and it was like the most. It was so music was such a part of I think millennials' lives, and maybe even before, in a way that it doesn't feel like it's that big of a part of people's lives anymore. The younger generation.
It was a part of our parents' generation's lives, majorly. I mean, music.
Listening to full albums and like sitting around
also-
and listening to music, consuming it with friends.
Also, Rob, music is always. I think that music is still around with younger people. I have to.
They
hope.
just listen to like one little clip at a time.
But here's the thing: music, how we consume it changes. So I'm going to Vienna, and I've been doing a lot of research on because Mozart is from Vienna, and
wow,
they had
that's
all this like opera is German opera is through the Vienna Opera House there. So I'm gonna try to go see an opera there.
Oh wow!
Because who wouldn't want to see an opera where fucking Mozart was putting up operas?
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
amazing.
I mean?
I love that.
So like, this is what I mean by like, I'm gonna go to a place where I'm gonna sit through the opera, and at points I'm gonna be like, okay, pay attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's
you're
good
there.
to be
you
uncomfortable.
Need to be there. Yes. Okay, I love that.
So people, I think music was so important for people all through those years.
The TikTok generation, I don't know.
Rob, I have to hope.
Snippety snip.
Nah, bro, we got our boy.
Who? Big X the plug.
Yeah, man. What are you talking?
We love Big X.
We love.
he's on
shout
the
out.
come up too.
Yeah, he's on the
He's
come up.
not even on the come up. He's here. He's
100%
arrived.
here. And
he's
then he's doing
100%
2-minute
arrived.
songs, but I like
You're
him.
right. Fuck it. You're right.
Right? Well, it makes me feel something.
Did you ask for them to start playing him before your improv shows?
No.
They were playing him the other night.
They were?
Yeah, before the Stepfather. I sat down and my friend was like, "Oh, I didn't expect this to be the vibes at the improv show."
Wow, that's
And
so funny.
It was like not a song I had ever heard.
Oh.
And I was like, I think this is actually Big X the Plug. And he was like, my friend didn't know who it was. And then I looked it up, and it was Big X the Plug. And I was like, oh, maybe Sebastian told him to put it on. I know he's been fucking with him.
No.
But yeah, they were playing. That was like one of the
Dude,
last
this
few
is the
songs
universe. This is what
before.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Shit is out here for
Very
us.
in alignment. Yeah, you're right.
8:20. Like, what are we talking about? Of course.
Yes.
But let's do this. It's time. Spring. We will do a quick spring ritual to enter in the new spring.
We've done other rituals.
We've done other rituals. It's important. We want things to align. We want things to continue.
We're very in alignment, I think, right now. The world and the universe is aligning for Sebastian and I, which is nice.
But we need to continue. As I said, Rob.
What?
I feel very lucky lately.
Which is good.
I feel very
lately. Like be a lady tonight.
Please, I'm talking about Sky Masterson all night long last night.
Really?
I'm looking up. I go, I can't believe all the Brando's Sky Masterson.
Let's go. When are we getting Sebastian Conelli at Sky Masterson?
Nah, bro. I would only do one part and one part only.
Do nicely.
Oh, nicely.
You would never do. You wouldn't be Sky.
I would never turn my back on my plus size icon.
Okay.
I would never.
Okay.
If they said please Sebastian be Nathan Detroit, I'm going to do it.
All right, what about this?
We're doing this Eddie Murphy style. I'm playing all the parts.
All right, okay. Then all right. What about this? Nicely, and Nathan and Sky Masterson switch. So Sky Masterson does all of nicely sports and nicely assumes the role of Sky Masterson. We just changed the names basically.
I would then be Sky Masterson. I am nicely. I'm the guy on the boat rocking the boat.
Okay, so you want to be that guy?
Yeah, I want to be on the.
Because you sing that song. That's the best song.
Here's the thing. If I'm on my way to hell, I'm gonna be fucking betting on the way down. Right? What a fucking awesome guy. You know.
That's who that was.
Yeah.
Nicely, going out swinging. Sugar, we're going down swinging.
Yeah. What a fucking cool guy.
Okay.
And he made that story up.
You can't turn your back on.
He's a lawyer. Nicely.
Of course.
An incredible New York lawyer. One of the best.
Great name too.
Oh, please. Yeah, Mr. Golden Sun. But anyways, luck has been on my luck. I feel luck in my air right now.
There we go. Luck
I feel luck around me, and I am someone that knows I worked hard, but I acknowledge luck.
Of course.
And as I know, luck is one of my gods. I am polytheistic. Luck is one of my gods.
That's good.
So, and I'm not playing it coy with luck. Luck is here, and I'm flirting hard. I'm saying, baby, stay over.
Yeah.
I go, baby luck. I'm so fucking happy you're here, baby.
Anytime luck is here, you better go down on her.
So sometimes I'm talking about luck when she's not even here.
Of course, you want her to come over. Bro. Please, thank you for coming. What's for dinner? I'm gonna cook you dinner. I never cook dinner.
I will double text.
I got raviolis in the fridge
all day. Are you kidding me?
Let's go. I love it.
And when luck is here, I'm not playing it
cool.
No, I look in her eyes and I go, I look in Luck's eyes and I look to them and I go, I can't believe you're here, baby.
You're the most beautiful.
You are so beautiful.
I've
Don't
never
leave.
seen anything as beautiful as you.
I go, before anything goes on, I go, baby, you just got here, but I can't wait to cook you breakfast in the morning.
Of course. And in a perfect world, you don't need luck all the time, and maybe you don't need her at all. But when she's here, it's nice.
When she's here,
it's nice.
It
just makes things easier.
I'm nurturing my luck.
Of course, it makes things easier.
So I'm not playing it cool with my because I feel a little lucky about things. I'm not playing it cool, bro.
That's good.
So let's do this fucking spring ritual.
We got a bowl. We got 2 candles, a pen, and paper. What's about to happen? And a big ass water bottle. Is that for you, or that's for the ritual?
That's for the. I was gonna pour the water from here to there. All right. Lights 2 candles side by side. So
you got a match.
Of course. Shout out. Once Carbone, once we're using the matches. I can't imagine being a person that would just save their Carbone matches. I guess I could.
I mean, you save matches. It's sometimes people.
Yeah, I could. I take that back instantly. All right. I take that back instantly. I can't imagine being that person. All right, we're lighting this, Rob. We need you.
Okay, beautiful.
I need you here. This is an emotion. This is energy. This is emotion. Okay. This is a transference.
I'm present.
And we have little plants because this is about giving to the earth.
Okay.
And then we need to take this seriously. This
we
ain't
need
even
to take
for the
care
podcast.
Of the earth. I believe you.
No, because we're planting a seed right now.
I love it.
Right? That's what spring. That's what spring is about. It's about letting go of. People say spring should be when the new year starts.
I like that.
Like March 20th should have been the beginning of the year.
I like that.
Because it is we took care of ourselves in the darkness, and then now the light's here. It's time to plant those seeds and let things grow.
I agree.
Right? So
I think this would be a nice time for the new year. Or
so
you put the match in the bowl.
I'm putting the batch in the bowl.
That's on purpose.
Okay. Yeah. So here, Rob.
Okay, so we have a lot of water in this bowl.
So go ahead. I want you to, before we do this, whisper something positive into the bowl.
Whisper something positive
Into the bowl of water.
about what?
Just we need to start spreading some positive energy into the molecules. Go ahead.
All right.
Whisper. Go ahead.
Thank you, Warren. I appreciate you more. I've really been leaning on you.
Stop. You're being too funny. Stop. Pause. I don't have to do it. You did it up for both of us. It would be too intimate for me to whisper into that water. You whispered.
You made me embarrass myself.
I'm blushing over the way you listened into that water.
I told you I could lock in.
Bro, he looked at the water. He saw the water's soul. He saw H2NO, bro.
Let it come back. You're gonna be mean and make fun of me.
I'm not. I'm just saying that.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm just saying. I feel like I should leave the room.
But I love you. Thank you.
Oh my God. Okay, we got that. The one has positive energy in it.
Such positive energy.
Damn, that was intimate, guys. I feel like we need to open the door because it's getting hot here. All right, cool. There are 2 candles in front of us. Okay?
Okay.
There are 2 candles. We will be writing on pieces. We will say them out loud. We will have to. And what do I wish to leave behind from the winter season coming to an end? And the other candle that we're using is what seeds do I wish to plant as a new spring season begins? Okay, Rob?
Okay.
So
take a picture of this.
There's 2 different intentions that we're doing here. Okay?
What do I want to leave behind?
Yes. So the first one will be about what you want to leave behind. You could say more, articulate yourself more out loud, but you could just write a single word on this, okay?
What do can I write more or no?
What do you mean? You can write more than a word.
Okay.
You just don't have to write paragraphs. I just mean you could
Okay. And then what is the second one?
We'll go one at a time. Or do you?
What I'm leaving behind.
Yes, what you're leaving behind, right? So, what do I wish to leave behind from the winter season coming to an end? We're supposed to be doing 1-inch platforms for these candles, but we don't have that. But I believe the gods will forgive us
1-inch platforms
for the candle holders.
And we have what, 6-inch?
6. I would call these of 2 feet.
That's all right. We're from Staten Island and New Jersey.
We're trying. Okay.
Our heels are higher.
Our heels are higher. Thank you so much. So what are you leaving behind? Great. I'm gonna write down what I'm leaving behind.
People that are not aligned with my passion.
That's beautiful. Okay. Amazing. And so now I am going to. Now I need you to write down, and you will speak to it because you will light it on fire quickly and then put it out in the water. Okay, Rob? And now this water is positive, and it will plant seeds for us. Now you will write down on the other piece of paper, what seeds do I wish to plant as a new spring season begins? What seeds do you want to be giving in the world? Right? Here, I could write down.
You go first.
Yes, I will write down.
What seeds?
Like what intentions do you have? It could be small, it could be big, it doesn't matter, Rob. Right? Amazing.
All right, I want to be. All right, I got it.
Amazing.
See, I hate this.
What do you hate?
It builds community.
But,
I'm over it.
But that's okay. But you mean that. Everything's corny unless...
Sure.
Right? If that's what you want, man, that's what you want. Great. Okay. I will now read a poem before we do the ceremony. Okay?
Not the one you wrote.
Not the one I wrote. That would have been iconic.
That would have been a great reveal.
This is by Agnes Crompy.
Okay.
The balance tips towards the lights. Now, did you see the thing shudder as soon as I started, Rob?
A little bit, yeah.
Rob, I've been talking this whole time and they never did that once. Right? I was looking down, reading, and they flickered.
Okay.
Did you see that?
We'll read the whole poem.
The balance tips towards the lights. Now is the time to start. A journey or a garden bed. Plant with a happy heart the seeds of dreams. Wake, senses wake. Smell the moist that brings forth juicy green from its dark depth. Hear how the river sings. The waters nourish and renew. Feel the gentle, balmy breeze caress your skin. See sun's bright light awaken grass and trees. Now taste the joy. And like the earth, you are refreshed and new and full of energy to plant. Begin, create, and do.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Now we will go. So this will be us, the one of letting go. Okay, Rob?
Okay.
We will both say what we are letting go as the spring equinox is among us. We will hold it in our hands. And before I say, you will say this. What do I wish to leave behind from the winter season coming to an end? And then you will say that.
All right. And then burn it.
We will do that in a second.
Okay.
So you will hold, let's get this right, Rob. You will hold in your left hand the one that is we're letting go, and in your right hand you will be holding the seed that you're planting for the new season. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
So should we move these to each side of the bowl, or
100%, Rob? Great thinking.
Okay.
So
but that would be all right. That's your left. Sure, then I'll switch, but that's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Okay.
as long as the candles are the same.
Okay.
This one's the candle of letting go.
Letting go.
Yes.
Got it.
Just because it's messier,
But
right?
I need to still have it in my left hand.
It doesn't matter. I just want you to know which hand it doesn't say here.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
What do I wish to leave behind from the winter season coming to an end? Self-doubt and stress. There's been moments that I've been feeling great, but then there's still peaks up. I've been having bad mornings and bad nights sometimes, right?
Okay.
And I know that's because I haven't been drinking at all or smoking or indulging in any ways. And I know that's just that's my body adjusting to me processing living like this.
Yes.
And I understand that. But I still, even though I understand why it's happening, I don't want it to be here.
For sure.
Beautiful.
That's good.
Yes.
People that are not aligned with my passion,
Beautiful.
I need them out.
Good.
Let them go.
Good. Hold it. Keep it. Don't light it yet. Right? What seeds do I wish to plant as a new spring season begins? Being able to give the love inside of me by loving myself more.
I love that. That's
Right?
amazing.
I know that in order for me to give people love, I need to love myself more. I'm not going to speak negatively. Love myself more so I have more love to give.
That's good. There's a lot to love and a lot to give.
Yes.
Build community in person with the people that I am aligned with. I want to be doing more things in person and with people that we need to be aligned.
That's good.
That's
good, Rob.
Because they're there. There's a lot of passionate people. There's a lot of artists. I was in an artist community a few days a week before COVID, and that has disappeared.
Yes.
So continuing to build community outside of my job and outside of in the real world, I think is important for me.
Good.
And it makes me feel like
Great.
belong.
That's a good intention for the spring.
So
Rob.
it's really about alignment with people
Great.
in my life and where my resources are going to go.
This is good. Okay.
And yours is about yourself, your relationship to yourself, improving it
Both
so that
are
you can
facts.
give.
Yeah.
So both of ours are related.
But of course
The
they
negative
are.
and the positive.
Yes. Which
The
makes
yin and the
sense.
yang, which is good. Exactly.
Yeah.
That means we're both like
We both
clear about what we want.
Yes, we both are very clear. Which
We
is
can
good.
highlight what we need to do to get rid of the negative trends and enforce the positive.
We're aware and we move forward accordingly.
Which is good.
Beautiful. Okay. So,
Okay. So we're both going to burn on.
fold both papers, hold the first paper in your hand, close your fist, and state your intentions out loud. Place the paper in the fire of one candle. Once it begins to burn, drop it in the water.
Beautiful.
Okay. So this will be.
The negative.
This is the negative. Are you ready, Rob?
Yeah. I just want to make sure.
Please, Rob.
Negative.
And so don't let it burn too long.
Okay, you go first. I'll watch. Okay.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Beautiful.
Do you say that?
No, I don't know. That's what my soul took over.
I love it.
Beautiful.
All right, and now this is the positive.
This is the positive. These are the seeds that we're planting. Okay. I need you. I need you to do this for me.
Let's go.
Here. I will hold mine and wait for you. Beautiful.
All right, there we
now
go.
we hold the bowl. Both of us hold the bowl and say thank you 3 times.
Okay.
Looking at the bowl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Incredible.
Now we have to take flowers,
Okay.
fresh flowers, and add to the bowl. Now we must repeat thank you again 3 times. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Incredible.
Incredible, Rob.
All right.
Like, here's the
We
thing.
set.
Even if it's not real, which I believe it's real,
Sure.
it
is real.
It's good to
You
set
can
that out
create
loud.
anything. You can do, like, all right, it's very difficult right now.
100%.
And there's a lot of bad shit in there. I don't want to be like, you can do anything, because it's very hard to do anything. But manifesting, stating the goals, and having them be rooted in what you, like, feel in your soul, I think that helps a lot. And you need to, like, say it out loud in order to create a strategy around
100%.
it. Otherwise, it just lives inside of you.
You got to say it out loud. I think it's good that we say it out loud, Rob.
Always.
So happy spring equinox. We will
Happy
now
spring
be
equinox.
leaving the bowl here for 12 hours, and then I will discard it in some sort of form of nature.
Okay, I love that.
So, and I will do that.
All right, I believe it.
I will do that, Rob. I promise you I will do that. It doesn't have to be 12 hours exactly. You just have to leave it for at least 12 hours.
Okay, beautiful.
And this is also sage that I put in here because I didn't have fresh flowers, but I believe sage is a flower, and we both love food.
For sure.
And so there
It
we
is.
go.
I
That's
agree.
beautiful.
Flowers.
Thank you all, members of the podcast, for being here. We love that you join us. Share the podcast with a friend if you like it. Set some beautiful intentions for the spring. Take care of yourself. Do your thing. Patreon members, we will be releasing on Patreon this week. We fell behind because of technical difficulties. I am sorry.
We're very sorry. I appreciate you genuinely. We started
Truly.
this talking about how much we appreciate you guys, and I want you to know I feel it a lot and think about you guys. So I appreciate a ton.
Beautiful. All right, Robbie, hit the music.